Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some very interesting update for FC Barcelona. We begin with winger Abde Ezzalzouli as Bayer Leverkusen have not made an offer for the 21-year-old Barca winger yet. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, we talk about this report claiming that Xavi Hernandez gave a harsh reprimand to Barca veteran Sergio Roberto during halftime versus Villarreal. What did he say to the captain? We are also going to look at that. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification so you always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The last few days of the transfer window promise to be frantic at Barcelona, with the club still working on altering the squad. The Blaugrana are looking to sign and register Joao Cancelo, why they could consider a move for a creative midfielder or Joao Felix if there is enough fair play margin. But for that to happen, there needs to be at least one exit apart from Clement Lenglet. As such, the names of Ansu Fati and Ace Abde have been doing the rounds as possible options that could be sold. Amidst the speculations, journalist Gabriel Sanz has reported that Abde is on the radars of Bayer Leverkusen this summer, but the Bundesliga giants are yet to make an offer for the winger. Only earlier this month, reports had emerged claiming that the German club would be willing to make an offer worth around 20 million euros for the Moroccan international. But at the moment, there has been no offer from Leverkusen, with the report even claiming that Abde is not a priority for them at this point, as they are looking at a different player. Abde has not started either of Barca's first two La Liga games this season, but manager Xavi Hernandez continues to count on the 21-year-old. As such, the possibility of the Moroccan international leaving this late in the window does not appear likely. The only way that could change would be if a club were to offer a transfer fee worth around 30 million euros for his services. Should Bayer Leverkusen or any other club come up with such a proposal, the Blaugrana might consider parting ways with Abde. But for now, the youngster is set to stay put. Of course, despite reports of Abde likely to stay, we keep getting the rumor mill bringing out reports of Abde links to other clubs in both in Spain and abroad. And of course, which means that his future is still not settled. Abde is still not settled. There is still no guarantee that the winger will stay put at Barcelona come end of the summer. But it is more likely so. Bayer Leverkusen have been showing interest for quite a while now, but contradicting some reports saying that they have made an offer for the player, that isn't the case. Bayer Leverkusen are still to make an offer, but it is expected that they will make an offer for the player. So of course the player wants to stay and continue under Xavi, but with the condition that Xavi gives him the game time that he wish. Because we saw him at Osasuna last season where he was phenomenal and he played a lot of games. He was always a starter there. And you can't blame him coming to Barca and asking the manager to give him more playing time because he wants to develop his career. He needs more game time, isn't it? So as it stands right now, there's still no certainty about the player's future, but Xavi have made it clear that he really wants to keep Abde at Barca. He counts on him. Abde was phenomenal. We saw him at Osasuna. He was by far the best player who left Barca on loan last summer, who really impressed the management, impressed the coaching staff. And so it was very important that Xavi gave him a chance. Yesterday against Villarreal, he did not start as well, which means 3 games on the road. He haven't been a starter. So it remains to be seen if, as time goes on, Xavi will entrust the faith in him and at least give him a start, give him the game time that he wishes. Abde is a great player. I think even though he haven't begun this season with the spark that we have seen in him last season, but that doesn't change the fact that he's a world-class player. He's still a great prospect, still just 21 years old, and a lot in his boots to fill. So as it stands right now, Barcelona want to keep him. And we got some reports yesterday even saying that unless an offer of about 30 million comes in, Barca will not let Abde go. They will not let Abde go to any other club, you know. But let's not forget the player also really wants to play more. He doesn't want to be on the bench majority of the time, as he really wants to further his career and reach the highest level. No, we have Lamine Yamal playing the wings. Xavi has Lamine Yamal ahead of Abde in the pecking order. That's very clear. We saw Lamine Yamal started again for 2 consecutive games. Yesterday against Villarreal, he started and became the man of the match in what was an incredible performance, isn't it? Incredible performance. So let's just see how it goes for Abde's future, because we know that the summer window always comes with a lot of surprises. So it won't be the shockest things to happen if Abde were to leave. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barca came out with all 3 points from a tough assignment yesterday against Villarreal away from home, securing a 4-3 comeback. However, manager Xavi was not entirely pleased with the performance and highlighted the defensive shortcomings on the night as an issue during his press conference. In particular, the fullbacks on the night, Sergio Roberto and Alonso, were nowhere near the level required. Of course, and now Javi Miguel of AS is reporting that Roberto was on the receiving end of a harsh telling off by Xavi at halftime. It was the Barca captain's first start of the new season, and his performance was riddled with a lot of mistakes, something that did not please Xavi at all. After all, Roberto just could not mitigate the threat on his flanks as Alfonso Pedraza and Alex Baena enjoyed a lot of space, while the veteran was also guilty of not marking one foul for Villarreal's goal in the first half. Xavi, who had been watching on from the stands as he served out his touchline ban, reprimanded his captain during halftime, the report states. The Barca manager used a whiteboard to point out the mistakes that Roberto had made defensively, leaving Pedraza to exploit the flank on a regular basis. The 31-year-old La Masia graduate performance did improve to an extent after halftime break, although he did have some part to play in Villarreal's third goal of the night as well. So, if anything, Roberto's display last night indicated that Barca need a new right back as soon as possible. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.